Creepy one, too. There's been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I had been pondering my encounter. I was certain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a bane mite. But you and I were malms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the vein mite at the very spot you claimed to see that fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Ooh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... Gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. Like, it's so obvious. But then that means... Since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There's a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. So we got Power of Deduction to continue the main quest. We gotta deliver the meals to the miners, which is... We're this way. Yep, here they are. Digging for gold day and night sure works me up an appetite. Is it time for lunch yet? One of Master Eluin's specialty basket lunches. Well, now don't mind if I do. Bloody hog and an adventurer stealing the food of honest, hard-working men. Army eyes to be believed. Thank you, friend. It's good to know some adventurers can still be trusted. Will my tummy not stop rumbling? Tummy, I command you, cease your rumbling. From Eluin, you say? My tummy and I are much obliged. Well, that was an interesting path down. Yeah, leave me alone. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Who's gonna actually come and fight me? This one. That wasn't exactly the most complicated thing to dodge. You can also just turn away from it, too. Okay. Da 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 da. Okay, off to Fallguard. That might be the last step, honestly. I wonder how long these stay. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught might assist you with? Ravaged corpses are always represented by flowers in this game. It's a choice. An interesting one. Gods be good. Not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the Central Shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any, sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. A creature appears to be moving the bodies. To what end, none can say. Victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them, so as to notify their next of... This button, engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. A family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps? Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Would have you hold on to the lily button. You'll need it to continue your investigation. Well, it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals. You have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. I may make a suggestion. You may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Miqo'te. Mayhaps someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. Oh hey, I already have to talk to her for something else. Cool. Eluin's famous basket lunches hit the spot, eh? I thought as much. Prospectors at Finder's Bluff aren't just digging for personal fortune, you know. Each ounce of gold helps this region thrive and prosper. I'm happy to return the favor. Above and beyond for me, and for this you have my thanks. Next time you fancy an ale, a tale, or just a respite from the road, know that there's always a place for you here at the Bob and Cork. Okay, so I think next up is back to Gridania. Iune is at the Carline Canopy, which is down this way. Hey, what are you? A sight? Oh. As if I'm not busy enough without playing Lost and Found. Do forgive me, friend. Once again, one of our customers has departed without our belongings, and I'm at a loss for what to do about it. Well, I understand that adventurers have many cares on their minds. It would make my life much easier if they could keep their personal effects in order. But you did not come here to lend an ear to my grumblings. Blue plus mark means unlock something, and this specifically will unlock... what's it called? Sightseeing? This is the book in question. The face of its owner was unfamiliar to me, but Errol over there seemed quite smitten with her. As with every petite lass he lays his eyes upon, but that's neither here nor there. Might it trouble you to inquire as to the girl's whereabouts? I've found the man to be less than forthcoming ever since I spurred his advances. Spurned. Oh yeah. A message from Emiria of Hurstmill, you say? I see. Oh, Albert, you fool. I'll deal with the stolen goods, worry not. Yes, I know of the boy and his family. He once lived in this very town. One day he stole a handful of chamomile seeds from an influential merchant in the Eminence Halls. You see, this boy had a sister, and the chamomile was her favorite flower. Seeking only to make his sister happy, I doubt he grasped the gravity of his act. Regardless, his parents felt that he had brought terrible shame to the family, and so they disowned him. Cast out of hearth and home, he grew desperate, and those who think only of survival think little of law. Common enough tale, perhaps, but no less tragic for it. And now you know the truth. The sister Albert loves so dearly is Emiria. It makes it slightly less creepy. Emiria was too young to remember what Albert left, so her parents decided to conceal his existence. However, word of the boy's management soon spread, and her parents were forced to move to Hurstmill to maintain the fiction. By now, Emiria surely heard rumors of her long-lost brother, though a gentle girl like her would never question her parents' honesty, and whatever faint memories she once may have had are long gone. But Albert has never forgotten Emiria. Despite the danger, I suspect he now keeps close to Gridania, refusing to leave his beloved sister a second time. Send Emiria some chamomile seeds by way of thanks for helping us to recover the stolen goods. If only were as simple as returning to the rightful owners. Sadly, Albert's crimes will not be so easily forgiven. But perhaps, by the time these seeds have sprouted and their flowers bloomed, he will have found a new path. I kind of punched him till he died, I think. Good evening to you, Archon. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. There's scones and herb tea. Can I have some? I mean, I'll go save the world later. Can I have some tea? Fine. Isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You'll have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette, over by the Otherite Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Ah, the sweet little thing with the journal? Of course I remember her, and I remember her well. I had a smile to warm the heart and a laugh, a lilt one might say, to tickle the depths of the soul. She was most eager to hear tales of my many travels, which speaks to a keen and sensitive mind. Jilly, I believe was her name? No, that's not right. Jilly was the redhead from last week. Ah, damned if I can remember. You must understand, no small number of comely lasses seek out my company. I dare say keeping all the names and faces straight is an adventure in itself. Any road. The girl spoke of paying a visit to Opkalu Falls before traveling on. Like as not, you'll find her there now, shedding a tear or two at our pardon. Do pass along my regards if you see her. She should be easily recognizable in that charming straw hat of hers. Opkalu Falls is, there. You'd have to track down the owner of a button. That's certainly not the request I receive on a regular basis. I'll go on then. Show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old. I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there's a soul in Gridania who does it, would be Sangolid over at the Lancers Guild. One makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a first-name basis. Forename, first name, same thing. Lancers Guild. It's pretty close to Opkalu Falls. Bernadette believes that I can assist you. Oh, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I'll try to assist, never you fear. But whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Look at button. Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's Ward, northwest of here. Right, a memory comes to me. Late, there has been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursendel, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. And that is a class unlock quest. If we ever actually get to, like, endgame, we may start going back with some of those, but it's gonna be a while. I mean, we're only on the, what? Level 28 quests. I don't even want to contemplate what's going to happen when we get level 50 and get to Mordanaw. God, I'm going to be busy there. Pardon? I don't believe we've met. You've got something of mine, you say? My journal. Think the 12. In my haste to escape the clutches of that insufferable mutton-monger, it slipped my mind entirely. Might I be so bold as to ask your name? You have my gratitude, Archon. It may not look like much, but I count this humble diary among my most prized possessions. Its pages brim with tales of the most heart-stirring sights to be seen in our realm, as told to me by the sensitive souls I have met in my travels across Eorzea. Tales that have struck me with a most incurable case of wanderlust. As an adventurer, you too have seen the realm, I'm sure, but I would ask you, Archon, have you truly seen her? Bore witness to Eorzea and her myriads of splendor? Have you stood on the palm-fringed beaches of Costa del Sol just as the sun peeks out over the horizon, its rays kissing the sands beneath your feet? Have you lost yourself in the night sky of the Sigoli, adrift amidst a boundless sea of stars? But why do I even try to convey with words that which must be seen to be appreciated? To our fortune, whithersoever we wander... To our fortune, whithersoever we wander, Eorzea's beauty is but a stone's throw away. If I might quote from my journal, yes, this is the one. Afore the fane, beneath the two that are as one, her divine cup runneth over with light ethereal. Such were the conjurer's words, and I would see as she saw. I saw for myself before coming here, and I can assure you the conjurer spoke true. Indulge me. Go there and look out upon the beauty before you. I would hear your thoughts. I like that one, and I also really like the Meow Legend of Zelda. I think the Meow Legend of Zelda is just really funny. I also did add no, 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 cat. After. Gotta keep on brand, man. You've looked upon one of Eorzea's stirring vistas, as identified by the explorer Millith Ironheart. Return to Akbalu Falls and report your sighting. That's also just a great gif. Meow. Welcome back, Archon. I trust you were as moved by the sight as I was. The great stone that adores the entrance to Stillglade Fane is none other than the Sky Serpent's egg, cast down from the heavens by Nalfika the matron so long ago. And those mammoth tree trunks, remnants, no doubt, of a primeval forest. Whence did they come? I don't even remember adding Catbox, but that's great. Why did the two great arbors grow as one? This I do not know. But what I do know is that the realm is replete with such beauty, if only we know where to look. This is what compels me to wander, not the promise of power, glory, or riches. but a burning desire to bear witness to all the wonders around us, as wrought by gods and men alike. We've just met. The twinkle in your eye tells me that we share certain aesthetic sensitivities. It would be my pleasure to gift you with a sightseeing log of your own. In its pages, you'll find my record of the most stirring sights in the realm, both those I have seen with my own eyes, and those I have, thus far at least, only heard of in my travels. No doubt your adventures keep you occupied, but is this not all the more reason to take in the sights as you travel, that both body and mind might enjoy a moment's respite from time to time? Who can say? Perhaps you will discover glorious new vistas that have eluded even me. With that, I wish you safe travels, Archon. When you have seen all there is to see, pray return to me. I would like nothing more than to share impressions with a fellow sensitive soul. You now have access to the sightseeing log, a compendium of the most beautiful sights to be seen in Eorzea, as compiled by the explorer Millith Ironheart. To open it, select Logs from the main menu, followed by Sightseeing Logs. From the snippets of information contained within, identify and seek out the locations described. Note that certain sites may only be properly appreciated at a given time of day, or under ideal weather conditions. Perform the designated emote while taking in the sights, and the entry for the corresponding vista will be marked off. Your sightseeing log in hand, go forth and see Eorzea as few have ever seen her before. Yeah, there's time of day and whether important as are the emotes you perform. But it is here. So there's 20 to find. Under the Azure I gained upon the warships above. Warships 3, their billing sails of crimson, leaving no doubt as to who truly rules the seas. Such were the merchant's words, and I would see as he saw. Eventually I'll be put in some work on solving those, but